This is Annapolis, and these are the midshipmen who make up the brigade of the United States Naval Academy. These are their stories, full of their laughter, their heartache, their tragedies and triumphs. The stories of the men of Annapolis.
Strike two! Strike three!
This is Midshipman Second Class Clint Parker, better known by his classmates as Mr. Fireball. He's Navy's top pitcher this year, but he's under pressure now, real pressure, because it's the top of the sixth inning, and Mr. Fireball so far has pitched a no-hit, no-run game. Will he be able to do what every pitcher dreams of doing, pitch a perfect game, or will he crack under the mounting pressure during these last innings?
Come on, Clint! Just one more! I'm so excited I can't stand it. I'm going to faint. Dad, do you think he can do it? A perfect game. Can he do it?
Of course he can do it.
Strike him out. Just one more.
Come on, Clint! Ain't that Fireball something?
Beautiful. He's beautiful.
No runs, no hits, no walks. One more round. I was only trying to...
Don't. Bad luck to talk about it. What are you trying to do? Jinx the kid or something?
Sorry. Camel. Let's give it a boy.
Oh, what? One, two.
Hey, quit playing around, will you, Romy? It's Saturday night. I got a date tonight. Let's get with it, huh? Now, come on. This character can't hit.
One, three.
Come on, you bum! Pitch!
Take strike. Take two. That ball. Strike three.
Thanks.
What for?
You know what for, you bum.
Hi.
Hello, Ryan. See, I sort of expected a little contract waving you waiting right there in the locker room.
Well, I didn't want to bust in on your celebration. You pitched a beauty today, boy. 40 years in baseball, the first perfect game I ever saw pitched. It was a beaut.
Thanks.
Well, where do we have dinner this year?
It's no use, Ryan. I'm not signing any contract to play pro ball.
I tell you what, let's go to the main dining room of the hotel and eat fancy.
Sorry, but I've got a date.
Well, now, what's a date between a couple of schemers like us? Just tell the doll you're sorry.
Not this little doll.
Oh, sounds serious.
Think I might marry this one.
Good. Good. Maybe she'll pound some sense into that thick, impractical skull of yours. Bring the girl along.
I just don't seem to be getting through to you, Ryan. I like baseball, and I like to play baseball. But I love the Navy. It's my life, and I'm not quitting. The answer is, and always will be, no. N-O. No.
Yeah, well, that sounds kind of definite.
Well, I hope so.
Sure, there's no chance of my changing your mind.
Not a chance in the world.
Well, then you got nothing to worry about. Bring the young lady, and I'll spring for the finest dinner in town. Incidentally, I was scouting a new kid out in your neck of the woods last week. Swung around, had a nice visit with your dad.
Well, how is he?
Well, like all the other cattlemen in that Sahara, the great Southwest, he's breathing dust and praying for rain.
I know that, but how is he?
Well, we'll have plenty of time to talk about that tonight. About 7, huh?
Mr. Ryan, I'd like you to meet my fiancée, Miss Betty Ann.
How do you do, Mr. Ryan? Clint's been telling me a lot about you.
Oh, that's bad. It's a pleasure, Miss Anders. And quite an improvement. This big galoot has finally called me mister.
It won't happen again.
It better not. The truth is that everybody in baseball, from the league president right down to the bat boy, calls me Ryan. Wish you would, too.
Okie doke. Ryan.
That's the girl. Sit down, won't you? Lucky stiff. Just one question. Why didn't you have this charming young lady at our annual dinner last year?
Because she's too sweet and innocent to be exposed to a hard-bitten old horse trader like you.
Oh, that's not true at all. Truth is, I was a squawny, buck-toothed kid in braces, and he didn't even know I was alive. The last 2 years I've been away at school. Only been back about 2 months.
You live in town?
Not quite. I live in the yard.
At the academy?
That's right. I'm what's known as a yard engine.
What?
A yard engine. It's an unflattering name that the mids have hung on the dateable daughters of academy personnel, those living on the ground.
Yard engine? You mean your father is in the Navy?
Certainly. And so was his father before him. I'm the 3rd generation Navy.
What's the matter, Ryan?
You're the one I was counting on tonight for help.
Oh. Well, in that case, Mr. Ryan, it would seem that you've been outmaneuvered.
But I'm still afloat. And I've got a couple of secret weapons.
Fire away.
I'm starved. How about you, Betty?
Vanished. Besides, I've got orders to be extra expensive tonight.
Oh, my pal, huh? Well, go, girl, go. My club can afford it. Before I fire these secret weapons, I want to talk to you kids. I want to talk to you like a Dutch uncle. This is it, boy. Showdown time.
Well, I've heard it all before, but go ahead.
You know, you're like a lot of kids from the plains and the range states. You never saw any water before in your life, except maybe in a bathtub on Saturday night. And then you kick like a steer at branding time. But for some strange reason, you all fall in love with the ocean, with ships. Well, half the Navy's made up of kids like you.
So?
So great. For them, it's great. But they haven't got a 1 in a million whiplash for an arm. They haven't got a smoking fastball that makes batters want to run to the nearest eye doctor. What's more, they can't help my club win the pennant next year. And you are.
Listen, Ryan.
Now you listen. Secret weapon number 1. A fat contract, the best. And number 2, coming at you. That's a bonus for signing on the dotted line.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, he says. It's yours, Clint.
Like I said, thanks, but no thanks.
Betty, will you talk to him? Will you tell him that this check will buy you two kids a new home, furniture, everything, with plenty left over for a wonderful honeymoon? Will you tell him?
It's Clint's decision. All I want him to do is what's best, and what will make him happy.
All right, all right. But how can any guy in his right mind, with a God-given arm like that, want to spend the rest of his life on the bridge of some battle wagon when he could spend it on the mound of a major league ball club? How, I ask you?
Only Clint can answer that.
All I can do is repeat. I like baseball, and I like to play ball, but it's just not what I consider a life's work. And the Navy, more than anything else in the world, to me, the Navy is, and well, if it'll have me, I'm willing to sign a contract for life.
Just like your dad, throwing your whole future right down the drain.
That's not true about me or my dad.
It's not, huh? 25 years ago, Big Clint could have written his own ticket. Every major league club in the country was chasing him. And what happened? He fell in love with a piece of land. He poured his heart and sweat into it, and what's he got to show for it? What?
You're doing all the talking, you tell me.
Nothing. Dead cattle and 1,000 no-good acres of sun-baked dust. Did he learn anything? No. Right now, he's pumping gas in a service station in town for $1 an hour. A lousy $1 an hour. And spending every cent trying to save that land.
I've been waiting for you to get around and tell me about Dad. 2 years since I've been home. I guess that'd explain all the letters that says nothing. Second time today I've had to say this, Ryan. Thanks.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that much. Matter of fact, I promised Clint I wouldn't, but you make me so doggone sore. Your pa's down there killing himself for $1 an hour, and you sit here, fat and sassy, and turn down $40,000 cash.
Excuse me.
Sure. I'll even give you the dime.
I'll use my own.
Where's he going?
Telephone.
Home?
No, he won't phone home. Big Clint is even tougher and tighter-lipped than he is. He'll phone one of his hometown pals and find out that everything I said is true.
Mr. Ryan, are there any rules for your game of baseball?
Yeah. Win.
Give me the contract.
Oh, Clint, you can't.
It's true, Betty. My dad's killing himself to save that ranch, and I just can't let him do it.
Sign all the copies.
Hey, wait a minute. As soon as I sign this, I'm a professional, right?
That's right.
Well, then this signing and that check are gonna have to wait one more week.
Why?
Well, next Saturday is the final with Army, and I guess I owe the Academy that much.
Well, I've waited this long. I guess I can wait 1 week more. Well, now we can order dessert.
Look, you can't quit now. You can't do it.
Can, and I am.
For 2 years, we've been classmates, roommates, teammates, and buddies.
My mind's made up, Ben.
Well, unmake it. Clint, I understand how it is about your dad and how you want to...
Do me a real big favor, will you? Just butt out.
No, not until I've had my say, roomie.
It's all yours.
Thank you. You see, I'm not the greatest fireball ever to come over the pike. And if I ever gave my dad a check of any description, he'd probably shoot me for putting him in a higher tax bracket. Your dad is flat broke, so you got your problems. But this much we do have in common, Clint. You love the Navy and you love being here. And you'll never be happy at or ever make a go of anything else. For us, there isn't anything else.
Good night.
Waiting all week in the hope you'd come in and talk this situation out with me.
Thank you, but I don't have anything to talk about, sir.
Well, I do. That's why I finally sent for you. $40,000 is a lot of money.
It is, and if you'll forgive me, the subject is strictly personal, sir.
I agree. That's why I'm speaking to you now, not as a superior officer, but as a future father-in-law and, I hope, a friend. Am I out of line there?
No, sir.
Good. Then we both agree that $40,000 is a lot of money. Well, this academy and the taxpayers of this country have more, a lot more than that, invested in you, Midshipman Parker.
Yes, sir.
They have not only money, they have precious years of time, extensive specialized training, and hope invested in you.
I appreciate that, sir.
And I appreciate your situation. It's tough. Mighty tough. But how can any Navy man in his right mind want to spend the rest of his life on the mound for some major league ball club instead of on the bridge of some battle wagon?
That one's easy to answer, sir. He doesn't want to. But that doesn't alter my decision.
Will anything alter it?
No, sir.
Well, in that case...
That be all, sir?
That's all.
Thank you, sir. So why not just blab it all over town and get it over with?
I've only told two people, Ben and Dad.
And they both told me, and I don't like it.
They're trying to help.
I don't need any help.
I think you do.
Let's get a couple of things straight right now. Point one. The other night you told Ryan it was my decision. It was up to me, right?
Wrong. If you're going to quote me, be accurate. I said it's Clint's decision. All I want him to do is what's best and what will make him happy. And I still want that.
Point two on to getting things straightened out. I, like my dad, don't ask for help from any man. I make my own decisions and my mind is made up. Now, I'm pitching that game tomorrow, and then I'm sending in my letter of resignation to the academy. After that, I'm signing Ryan's contract, I'm cashing that bonus check, and I'm sending the money to my dad, all of it. Any questions?
One.
Shoot.
Does it make any difference to you what I think or what I want?
Oh, of course it does, but just the same, if you're going to be Mrs. Clint Parker, you're going to have to live the life that I do, no matter what that may be. Now, you've got a decision to make.
I couldn't help overhearing that little debate, honey. What are you going to do?
Dad, let's get a couple of things straight. One, I'm going to be Mrs. Clint Parker. And two, I'm not giving up. Not by a long shot.
Settle down, Clint. Let's keep your mind on your work, huh? Now.
What's the matter? That's only 3 runs. We can get those back for you. But you got to settle down. You got to start pitching. Now, come on, Roomy.
Hey, Clint, baby.
You look great.
Well, thanks, son. What'd you expect?
I don't know.
Hello, Ryan.
Hi, stranger. Hey, you pitched yourself quite a ball game once you settle down.
Well, I guess you and the old horse trader want to talk business, so I'll just go on ahead and I'll meet you at Betty's when you're through, huh?
Hey, Dad, wait a minute.
Yes, son.
Well, didn't Betty tell you
Tell me what?
that I'm quitting? I'm signing a contract to play pro ball.
Sure, she told me.
Well,
If that's what you want, good luck.
just like that.
Just like that, it's your life. You live it.
I will. Let's get it over with.
And now
Dad.
don't go. Sign all of the copies. You're about to be 40,000 richer.
Not me. I'm not going to be 1 cent richer. Not 1 red cent.
Oh, now stop the kidding.
You know me better than that, Ryan, and so do you, Clint. I could use help, all right, and so could every cattleman in my part of the country, but I don't want that kind of help.
I hate to say this, but how are you going to get by without it?
Well, I don't know, but I'm still alive and kicking. I've got a feeling we're going to have a big rain this fall, and 1 good rain will put me back in business.
In the meantime, you're pumping gas for $1 an ounce.
Sure, in the meantime, I'm pumping gas for $1 an hour. But I've still got my land, I've still got my hopes, and I've still got my pride. And nobody's going to take that away from me. Listen, son, I know why you're quitting the Navy. I know why you're signing that contract. Don't do it. Believe me, I'm not too proud to accept help, especially from you. But like I told you, I don't want that kind of help. And I'm telling you now, if you send me 1 cent of that bonus money, I'll build the most expensive little bonfire you ever saw. You may not realize it, but I've got a stake in the Navy, too.
He's not bluffing.
That's for sure.
Well, that settles that.
I guess so.
Thanks, Ryan.
Smooth sailing, Fireball.
Thanks.
Hey, Dad! Wait, Dad!
Yes, this is Annapolis, the United States Naval Academy, proud of its dignity, its history, its traditions, but most of all, proud of its men. Next week, we will bring you another story of the men of Annapolis. Clint Parker was played by L.Q. Jones. Ryan by Addison Richards.